Well, guys, this was not the video I had planned. This wasn't even remotely close to the video I had planned for us. Sometimes homesteading takes a turn for the worst. So we all know that my goat was pregnant, and we were excited, we were ready, we were pumped up. I was checking her every day, checking the ligaments, checking through the nights, because I figured about the 20th or so is whenever she would start going into labor. And it was about 2:30 last night. We came out here, we checked, and there was no babies. 4 hours later, and we checked, and she had a baby. There was afterbirth. We couldn't see the baby. Then we found the baby, and the baby had already expired. And I don't know if it was born that way or if it was alive and then something happened. I'm not sure what happened. She was not nesting. Her ligaments were thinning, but they weren't gone. They weren't mush, right? Which is one of the signs. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but it happened, and we're all heartbroken. So this little girl was a beautiful little girl. I'll show you real quick and talk about some of the possibilities of what it might have been. So you guys can see here, she was a beautiful little girl, and just heartbroken about it. Very, very, very sad that happened. Some of the things that may have happened. She could have had a stillborn. That's one thing. There could be multiple other things that could have happened. She could have had it and it been alive, and her being a first-time freshener, not known what was going on and what to do, and didn't know to nest, didn't know to do a lot of things, right? Some mommies just don't know. I've had dogs that were great mothers the first time around and the entire litter lived. I've also had dogs who their first time around didn't know what they were doing, had no idea what was going on, and half of the litter die, right? Because it took a while for them to figure out what was going on. Same thing with cats. Some cats are great mothers, some cats are not. With her, she's a first-time freshener. She just might not have known, exactly what was going on. I'm sure she didn't know what was going on, and wasn't nesting, wasn't showing any signs or symptoms or anything like that. If this was not a stillborn, now it could have been a stillborn where something happened in the pregnancy and it aborted early. Okay, we've talked to my buddy, and he says that happens sometimes. Sometimes they just abort them early, and there still could be one in there. You don't know, okay? You're going to give it a little while and check and see and feel, and and just keep a real close eye on her, right? But many, many different reasons and different things could have happened, and nobody will ever know for sure. But in the end, it's just very, very sad. But what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and we're going to start milking her, because we won't get her mastitis or anything like that. We want to clean her off. We want to milk her, get her some relief on her udders and stuff, because we want her for long term and we don't want anything to happen to her. So we're going to go down here and we're going to video the rest of this and try to turn this negative, this very, very sad negative thing, because I'll be honest with you, I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken about this. I mean, it makes me sick, because I have waited days, months, years, literally years, because I've had this for 2 years to go on to try to get baby goats, and my first baby goat passes away. I am literally torn up from the floor up right now. Things happen, and it's part of homesteading, and it's my job as a homesteader on YouTube to show you guys the good and the bad, right? If all I ever show you guys was the good, you all would be out here doing it and loving it, right? No. It's my job to show you the bad parts too. That way you have an understanding. If you're not doing it, or if you are doing it and you have something that happens, it happens to everybody, right? I don't like when everybody on YouTube shows nothing but the good and never show the negative or the bad parts of what goes on their homestead, because they give people a false sense of it's all sunshine and rainbows. And the fact of the matter is, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. We go through ups and downs, mountains and valleys, and this is definitely a valley. So we're gonna go try to turn this into a positive. We're gonna go clean her up and try to milk her, and probably have some fun, because she's never been milked before, and we've never milked her before. I've milked other ones, but we never milked her. So it might be a funny little video, maybe cheer you guys up after this, or maybe even cheer us up, give us some laughs. So let's go give her a whirl. Her udder's down. All right, guys, so right now we're just cleaning off her udders, getting them all good and cleaned off here. I've done sprayed them with disinfectant to disinfect them and wiping them down real good. She's doing real good, to be honest with you. I'm very, very happy with how she's doing right now. I'll take a paper towel and dry it off her a little bit.
Don't try to hoof.
Alright. Let's see if we can get something going here.
See right there, there is some milk getting hot.
Quit.
It's okay.
Quit.
Good grief. It's a lot of milk for.
I'll have to throw all this away. Yeah. She's done dirtied it up so bad. But we'll get it out. Quit now, quit. Easy.
At least we can now know that she'll give us a lot of milk.
It's okay. Well, yeah. You see how slow they were?
Grief.
I wish we could have kept this. We gotta figure out how to keep her from stomping so bad.
That's about that's about a half gallon, I would say.
No, it's about a pint.
Quart?
About a pint.
Really?
We'll see here in a minute. Hey, you can't have my watch.
I can't
love
tell.
you. You're a good baby. Here you
I
are.
can't tell from up here
All
how
right,
much there is.
we're almost out. Okay. Give me a second. Let me get you milked out.
Okay.
I know you don't like it. All right, there we go.
So how much milk did we get?
I don't know. We'll see.
That's just from the first time.
Yep, just from the first time. We'll see how much it is. We'll take it in and measure to see how much it is. But we gotta throw it out. We'll give it to the puppies. So we're gonna clean her up some more and get ready for this evening's milk. This is the hard part. This is the part that they don't tell you about. They don't show you. When you got a mommy down here screaming for her baby. That's what they don't show you. That's what they don't tell you about. She's down here hollering her, screaming her head off, wanting her baby. Ain't no baby coming. I know, Mama. I know. I'm coming. I'm coming, Mama. And all you can do is go down here and give her a little bit of comfort. And you know good and well, your comfort ain't the trick that she's looking for. Come here, baby. Come here, honey. Come here. I know, Mama. I know, baby. I know, honey. I know. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, but I'm sorry it happened. Okay. I don't know what happened, but I'm sorry. Best I can tell, there's no other babies in there, in her belly. And I think she was a first-time mommy and didn't know what was going on, didn't know to nest. And I think she's just one of those goats that probably just all of a sudden go. You know, of course, this is my first time feeling on the ligaments as well. And even though I know that those ligaments were there yesterday, they didn't really feel like they had changed since I had started feeling them. But they were not what everybody said they would be, which was non-existent. There was still a pencil feel in there. It wasn't hard, but it wasn't mushy soft either. Like, it was still there. You could. It wasn't as firm as it was. It was like medium, right? Like right in between what I would have thought. And so maybe she's just one of them goats that just boom all of a sudden. That could also be, you know, that she's just like that. Hey, honey, I know. I love you too. You're my buddy. I love my goats. But, you know, that could be one of the things. She could just be one of those goats who just doesn't show a whole lot of signs and stuff. Of course, this is her first time freshening again, so it could be that. It could be my lack of knowing, right? Because it was my first time as well. And is why I was so adamant about coming down here every day and feeling on her ligaments and watching her and stuff. And even doing the best that I could, I still failed. I failed miserably. I don't have an answer for it. It's just one of those things, right? I know, Mama. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. You're my baby. You're my baby. Yep, you're my baby girl. I love you. So, I don't have an answer. I think it's a combination of all of it. I think it's a combination of my lack of having done it, her lack of knowing what to do because it was her first time, and just bad timing, right? Next time I'll start putting and when she gets down to the last couple days, when I think it's getting ready to happen, I'll start putting a timer on. I'll come out every hour on the hour and start checking, just to make sure, just to be sure. Yeah. Because if I wouldn't have waited the 4 hours, this could have been avoided probably. Now, that's not to say also that the buck didn't do something. I don't know that he did or didn't do anything. He's trying to mount her, which is normal because he smells it, he wants some, and she can get pregnant here in just a little bit. If the weather stays cold, he could impregnate her this late winter, early spring, and we may let him. Of course, that'll throw it off for her fall time breeding, but we're going to take the baby away from her anyhow. So, you know, and raise it up and bottle feed it and everything inside. So, you know, this is just kind of heartbreaking all the way around. Hey, baby. But, yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't have the answer. So we're going to do the best we can for next time. We're going to milk her. We're going to get her used to milking. That there are pluses to this. You know, we can get her used to milking. We don't have to worry about feeding a baby right now because there's nothing to feed. So we can get her used to milking, and if she wastes several things of milk in the next few weeks just trying to get her used to it, then she just wastes it, you know, and we just feed it to the puppies. I mean, it's You know, it won't go to waste, you know, but we won't be able to use it. Of course, we could strain it and use it for soap. You know, we could do that, but I don't really want to fool with that right now. I would rather use it for milk and cheese. That's what I want to use it for, and ice cream. But we got her all cleaned up, and she's loving on me. Thanks, baby. Yeah. So, well, we're gonna get out of here, guys. We appreciate you watching, and I hate bringing these sad ones to you, but it's part of the journey. It's part of homesteading, and I feel like I have to show you all aspects of it, and this is part of it. So we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time right here in the hollers and hills of West Virginia. See y'all.
Don't forget to smash that like button, that notification bell.
Good job. Here you go. Thank you. Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job. And subscribe.